He's Jeff King. I'm Andy Erickson. This is not another shooting show. We go to Syracuse, New York, where a man who accidentally shot himself during a fight at a baby's birthday party at a fire hall in Geddes was sentenced to prison on Friday.
That is a sentence?
Yeah. One sentence paragraph, yep. Kelvin Rivera de Jesus, who's 30, was sentenced to 3.5 years in prison for second-degree criminal possession of a weapon. In January, he accepted a deal to plead guilty to that crime. 4 people were shot during the fight between Rivera de Jesus and another man at about 11:30 p.m. on August 29th in the parking lot at the Lakeside Fire Department Recreation Hall. The party, which had around 100 people in attendance, was for a 1-year-old. A camera in the parking lot captured the shootings and was the key piece of evidence to secure guilty pleas, according to Assistant District Attorney Kevin Healy. The video shows Rivera de Jesus in a verbal argument before attempting to pull out the gun. In the struggle, the gun went off, and Rivera de Jesus was shot in the leg, causing him to fall on the ground. About a minute later, a second man, Wilfredo Lopez Ramos, who's 39, grabbed the semi-automatic 9mm pistol from Rivera de Jesus. Lopez Ramos walked toward the back of the lot and, about a minute after taking the gun, fired into the crowd.
The fuck?
This is the second guy. He injured 4 people and then left the scene right after the shooting in a car. Police recovered 5 casings, bullet casings, because they don't know that they're just cases. But the gun was never found. In February, Lopez Ramos was sentenced to 12 years in prison for opening fire on the crowd. He accepted a plea deal in December for first-degree assault and first-degree reckless endangerment. So, prosecutor said both men took responsibility for their actions.
I'm not gonna lie, that is the most Mexican story I've ever heard. I have
people for a 1-year-old's birthday party.
Yes. Oh, and an F-250 full of Modelos pulled up, and then there was like a inflatable pool filled with ice and Modelo, because one of my students is Mexican, and all he does is send me memes about this. Like one of them is it's a white dude who's like, "Oh my god, it's Sunday. I'm at my 3rd like birthday party for someone's chihuahua." Like, and there's just music bumping. He's double fisted Modelos, and he's like, "You've got this. Do not show weakness. Get back in there."
Friend of mine, his now ex-wife was Hispanic, and the first time he went to like a family gathering, he was like, "There are so many people." There were so many people at this thing. Like, when they have a family get together, it's the whole family. Like,
yes,
he said it was wild. And he comes from he's an only child, and his mom only has one sibling, and he had no kids. So like that side of his family is tiny by comparison. But I'll also say we were doing a not so fun part of my job working for the state is every now, like once a year in the spring, we'll go pick up the area around the ramps and clean that up. And I pick up a lot of piss and shit bags because truckers are fucking disgusting.
Correct.
And or some of them are. My next door neighbor, I said, "So how many times have you shit in a bag and thrown it out the window of your truck?" And he looks at me like, "Never." I'm like, okay, fair enough, I suppose. But if I had to pick the number 1 brand of beer can that I picked up in the ditch, it's really not even close. It's Modelo.
Yeah.
Modelo, and then like name your alcoholic seltzer drink, whichever one is second. Bud Light's probably next, followed by Coors Light.
Do you get the shitty like bottom shelf vodka bottles?
Oh yeah, like and Lord Calvert whiskey. Yeah. There's a lot of that too, but
on that happy note.
On that note, this is not a shooting thing. This is not another shooting show. But after Jeff's fight the other night, I had my first old fashioned ever.
Wait, what?
That was my first ever old fashioned.
Holy shit!
Oh, you didn't hear that?
No, I was drunk.
And Jeff did not stop talking the whole night. with the exception of when one of his coaches was talking nonstop. That was about the only time Jeff ever shut up.
Correct.
No, I'd never had one before, but the one you ordered it, and then the guy from the fight company bought that round. But this is not a normal old fashioned. This one had cinnamon in it.
Yes.
It was delicious. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was fantastic.
Now they make a good old fashioned because I went to another bar yesterday on Saturday to leave my house so that I didn't just stay in my house or my apartment for the entire day.
Yesterday was Saturday, by the way.
Yes. And
maybe you should be on concussion protocol.
Right. They just poured whiskey into a glass, and that was it. I was like, guys, like an old fashioned.
That's not an old fashioned.
Right. It needs to have bitters. It needs to have the old fashions we had at the bar at my apartment were great. Like they were very, very good old fashions.
Yeah.
So I'm glad your first time was a good time.
Yeah. No, I was impressed. And it wasn't like a poor man's cinnamon old fashioned with Fireball instead of whiskey and cinnamon. It was actual whiskey and cinnamon.
Yeah, I think there was cinnamon stick in them, or like a small one on the bottom.
Yeah. No, it was good. I thought it was damn good. Anyway, back to shooting. Jeff is a no good low down FUD.
Yes, I am.
You are fuddier than I am. You're 15 years younger than me, and you're kind of a FUD compared to me.
Oh, 110%.
Like, if somebody's like, oh my God, my butt puckered. Oh, that looks unsafe. I'm like, he didn't break the rule. It's fine.
Right. And I'm like, that is so close to breaking the rules that we should just ban it outright in that exact moment.
That's such a leftist thing for you to do. Oh my God.
Yes. Yes. I have the drunken uncle rule. If you want your drunken uncle doing it, you probably shouldn't do it.
Okay. What is this? What is this about?
So a couple weeks ago, Firepower United shared a video of, I believe, a Filipino shooter, or he's an Asian shooter of some sort. Because apparently I want to say it was the Philippines because JJ Racaza commented on it. And the way that he retreated was he would grab the barrel with his support hand, let go, turn around, run, and then re-grip the gun as he came into position. And my comment of it was I would call stop just out of the butt puckering, as Andy said. And Andy was like, what rule is he breaking? And I'm like, I don't fucking know, but I know wrong when I see it.
I remember the discussion on this was basically either the points of view there were only 2 points of view. What rules he breaking? Or I don't care what rule he's breaking. It looks wrong. I'm DQing him.
Correct. And of the 8 people in the channel, it was I think you and Steven were defending it, and everyone else was was on my side, because it is, for anyone who has not seen it, go back through Firepower United's Instagram and you'll find it. It is just a really weird movement style that I don't think is beneficial.
No, I mean, I 1,000% agreed it was not beneficial, because just pointing it backwards, whether you trail it behind you or you point it over your shoulder, I do that based on which side I'm going to come into. If I'm, as a lefty, if I'm retreating and the next target I shoot is going to be on the left, I trail the gun behind me.
Right.
And if I'm shooting something off to my right, then it's going to be over my shoulder, pointed down range. And that's it. He's doing extra shit, breaking his firing grip with the gun.
There was another element to it that we forgot.
Okay.
He passed it behind his back.
Oh, yeah. There was that.
I need
to go back and find that video.
Yeah, I just found it. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Because I was like,
just put it in the rundown.
Instagram. Okay. So yeah, the big part about it is that for me, the grabbing the gun already is a little fucking weird and just like a recipe for disaster in my opinion. But the behind the back shit definitely made me not cool with it to another degree. Because I think it was either you or maybe it was Nick that was disagreeing. Because someone brought up the argument of like,
I think Steven was sort of on my side, and you might be right. I think
maybe Nick, because Nick, I think, made the reasonable discussion of, okay, what's the difference between this and a PCC guy grabbing the fore end and running backwards with it? And
it's longer and much easier to keep that muzzle in the correct direction.
Right.
That is the biggest element of this. He's just taking there is no point in putting it behind him.
Yeah, and that was the part, like the pass off behind. I get that, like this is like a GM. I always forget if they do
I don't
it.
think they do, but
he's like a higher level shooter in Filipino, like IPSC, and the pass off behind the back. Like as the RO, you can't always see everything that's going on. B, like the amount of fingers near barrel in those videos is like terrifying. But the behind the back pass, if I saw anyone that I didn't know do that, I would yell stop out of panic. Like imagine some fucking U class or C class dude in a fucking battle belt rolled up and was like, yeah, I was shown this by a Delta Force guy. He said this was the fastest way to do it. You would be like, yeah, this is fine. Everything's fine. I don't care.
The funny thing is he's going to retreat and go left around a corner in both of these videos. And to do that, he turns. So what he ends up doing is, now in the first video, it makes a small amount of sense because he's pointed hard left, and then he needs to retreat and go around the wall to the stage right and then do stuff over there. Now, if I was shooting as a righty off to the left, I would just turn back all the way, like do sort of like my head would do a 270-degree turn to achieve this. He stops any movement whatsoever, does this weird pirouette, runs the gun behind him, and takes as much or more time to do this goofy-ass move. And I don't think it's more efficient. Is it breaking the rules? No.
I just feel like that. And so that's where the conversation came down to is, does everything need to be in the rule book to know you shouldn't fucking do it?
When it comes to a 10-5 DQ, yes.
I just...
Hey, who's the certified CRO on this show and who never took their test?
This fucking guy, because fuck that test, because fucking Owen took a CRO test, and because he put in 10.2.4 instead of 10.2.4.1.C, they're like, that you got that wrong. And you're like, get fucked. I was on the same fucking page, you goddamn assholes.
Dude, I barely passed it. I almost had to retake it. I've had to retake it in the past because of it's always rule citations. I did miss one question this year. I haven't missed an actual question in a long time. It's always rule citations that I don't fuck them up. I get them wrong. There's a difference. But I just misread a question and answered it incorrectly. And when I saw it, I was like, that was really dumb. Just read the question, dummy. But no, I almost failed. I was like one question away from failing this year when I did it. And I have failed and had to like start all over, which is really annoying. I wish it was like our online training at work where you just keep taking that question over and over and then you get it right and then you pass. But anyway.
Right. Like it's quite the silliest. But watching no gun handling behind the back, I feel like is a reasonable rule to be put into the rule book.
If it was in the rule book, I don't think that's a wrong thing to do. I don't know. I really don't have strong feelings about it. But
again,
anyway.
I'm apparently a FUD.
You are a FUD. You're the funniest FUD that ever fudded.
And on that note,
Patreon.com/Not Another Shooting Show. It's only $3.57 a month. I have I have 407 comp deals to tell you about. So how to get those deals, I'll tell you how to get it after the paywall. So if you want to find that out, patreon.com/Not Another Shooting Show and join. Only $3.57 a month. Yeah, that's right. I usually don't do the full ad for the Patreon episode. So patreon.com/Not Another Shooting Show. It's only $3.57 a month. Yeah, this is the first time I've done this.